You're down. That last crit just took you down to 0 HP. Then, the shard in your chest, the fragment of a dead god that you carry, says no. You stand back up in a crown of fire, and across the battlefield, your rival stops smiling. So you burn it. Your manifestation. The one moment where you stop playing immortal. Wings of flame, the whole field alight, and you come back from the brink stronger because your god was the god of flames and rebirth, and dying is just how he warms up. And when your enemy falls, you don't loot his body, you take his shard, everything he was, his power, his divinity, his place on the mountain flows into you forever. Holding the shard of flame and rebirth. There are 9 other shards in this system, 9 other shards of dead gods. Speak a word, and your entire party strikes as one. Mark a man, and watch him count down to 3 before his death. Or end the battle by making everyone in it fall asleep, mid-swing, because twilight falls when you say. Fractures. Manifestations, the taking, anime protagonist powers in D&D 5e. Every rule is free, link below, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which god you're carrying up the mountain. Let's climb. Let's start with why you got back up. In this system, shard bearers don't make death saving throws. Those are for mortals. You have 3 fractures. 3 times the shard in your chest will simply refuse to let you fall. Hit 0 hit points, you don't drop. The shard takes the hit for you, and you add 1 fracture, and you stand back up at 1/4 health. You get up because demigods don't stay down. But here's what makes it a horror story as much as a power fantasy. Everyone is counting your fractures. When you rise up for the first time, your enemies take notice. When you rise up for the second time, wreathed in cracks of divine light, every rival on the field knows you're 1 wound away from shattering. And so do you. And so does your party. The whole table is watching the same clock. 3rd fracture, you shatter. You're down, helpless. Your shard is exposed, glowing through the cracks in you like light from a broken lantern. And for 1 minute, 1 single minute, everything you are is up for grabs. We'll get to know what happens next, but first you need to know what you're fighting with. One perfect moment. Every shard bearer has a manifestation. This is your signature, your ultimate, your Bankai, your domain expansion, your icon. Once per day, where you stop pretending to be a person and show the battlefield what's really living in your chest. And here's the twist. Using it costs you a fracture. Check that again. Using it costs you a fracture. Your ultimate and your death clock are the same resource. Pop a manifestation fresh and you're showing confidence. Pop it at 2 fractures, that's a last stand. So what does this look like? 10 aspects, 10 shards of dead gods, each with 3 signatures to choose from. And let me show you my favourites. Death. Impending doom. You mark a creature, a 3-round countdown starts, and the damage ticks as it counts. The whole table watches the clock. When it hits 0, save or drop. Twilight gets enforced repose. All enemies around you fall asleep mid-swing, eyes open, dreaming. The battle stops because you decided it was over. War gets Warlord's decree. 1 word, 1 command, and your entire party moves together and strikes as one. And fire. You've met fire, Phoenix Mantle, Wings of Flame, and the first time you fracture while using it, it burns up. You don't just survive, you erupt. That's 4 gods, but there's more. Arcana, Dragon, Storm, Light, Life, and Forge. 6 more are waiting in the free document, and one of them is yours. Now, the crown jewel, the entire mechanic this campaign is built around, and the reason your rival stops smiling in the opening of this video. When a shard bearer shatters, their shard can be taken. Here's how the most dramatic 2 rounds of D&D work. You stand over your fallen rival, you channel your entire turn. No action, no bonus action, no movement, and no reactions. And you have to do this for 2 rounds. Take damage while you're channeling, Constitution save, working like concentration. Now picture the table when this happens, because this is the moment that the whole system is designed for. One side screaming to reach their fallen ally, trying to get him to safety or interrupt the channel. The other making a wall around their ally. Rescue, protect, everything is on the line. Complete the taking, and everything they were flows into you, and you gain a shard point. So what does shard points buy? Power. Permanent power from your aspect skill tree. Tier 1 nodes cost 1 point, Tier 2, 3, and the capstones cost 5, which means most shard bearers by the summit will only have 1. Choices matter. Let's have a look at some of the options. Arcana's capstone, the last word. Once per day, when anyone near you casts a spell or uses a manifestation, you declare that it does not happen. No roll, no save, just no. Dragon, the eldest law. Twice a day, when you fail a saving throw, you decide you didn't. That's legendary resistance on a player. And one of my favorites, Fire's capstone, Pyromania. Exploding fire dice. Roll the maximum, roll it again. And if that one rolls max, roll it again. There's no ceiling. Leaves the whole table holding its breath when you cast Fireball. Every aspect has something no other one brings to the table, and you could create your own. Everything I just showed you, all 10 aspects, all 30 manifestations, the skill trees, the complete fracture and taking rules system is in the one document in the link in the description. No catch, no email, no nothing. Take it, run it, break it over your knee, do whatever you like, show it to your GM, your players, come back to me and tell me what you think. It's still in playtest. And if you'd rather climb the mountain yourself, the Ascension Game is my premium campaign on StartPlaying. Rival shard bearer parties, real takings with real consequences, a summit only one group will reach, links below. And in the comments, I want to know one thing. What aspect would you carry up the mountain? And what does your manifestation look like? Best character concept in the comments gets written into the campaign as an NPC. 10 gods, 1 mountain, and somewhere, you. I'll see you on the climb.